You're in Braves country.
Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright, the father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play, Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones, Andrew let her fly, and his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts, a plenty from Strider, the quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez, Javi to B-Mac, Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog, he won 355, could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P's still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking, the top pitchers lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy, the big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler, Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren, Skip Carey 2, Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren, spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni, yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young, the game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25. 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the Great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
You can't smoke like me. You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Rum and Cokes?
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the pub bowl. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win. And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Breen. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
you're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first, and here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture, our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose what stripes and bright stars through
this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Well, the season's finally here, and the players hit the field.
Hey, howdy, hi, Braves Country Radio. The Armchair quarterbacks are back for the Monday edition beginning September 29th. We'll be reacting to the world of football from the weekend and getting you set for the week ahead. We'll also be talking Major League Baseball all October long, switching gears to the MLB free agent trade hot stove season that begins when the World Series comes to its conclusion. It's the Armchair Quarterback Radio Show, Monday mornings, 9 a.m., right here on Braves Country Radio.
The Armchair Quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks. The All-American man with a cool one in his head. The wife.
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set to bring you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get set for what should be a great day on Braves Country Radio. We'll go through the lineups today as the game moves along. Put your click in the chat, slap that like, and let's get ready, Braves Country. We'd like to thank everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio, and a special thanks to all the country club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe, set those alerts, and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the Country Club. Thank you to all the Country Club members. You help support Braves Country Radio.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves Country.
Good afternoon, Braves Country. Getting set for a double dip. Braves Nats here at 12:15. And then tonight, 7:15, we are going to go where no man has ever gone before. We're going to do a no commercial play-by-play of about 4 or 5 different games, depending on whether we'll get all that organized as we get closer to first pitches tonight. That'll come on your way from 7:15 till about 9:30. So it's going to be 2 hours of just a roller coaster of bouncing around, chasing the games that are in the playoff hunt. So looking forward to that. But we got today's game, and real quick, we'll go ahead and give you our pick to click. Now, nobody's ever seen this kid pitch before for the Nationals. Alvarez, he's a southpaw. So we're going to do the smart thing, take the right-handers. Give me Ronald Acuna Jr. to click. And I really don't know what to expect from this kid. I haven't had a chance to look at his video. He's got decent numbers, but he's only thrown 19 innings. He's getting a sub-3 ERA and averages almost a strikeout. And the one thing I have noticed, though, he does walk. 7 walks in 19 innings. So expect guys like Profar and whatnot to get on to set the table. All right, who do we have here in Braves country today, this afternoon, while you're pretending to work and you got the earbud in your ear? Justin Hightower, good to see you. Old Bubba. Royal Peta. Uncle Charlie Fritz. Who else do we have in here today? I know a lot of folks are listening and not typing because they're like, no, I'm getting everything done, boss. Gary the Real McCoy. So if you want to dip in as the game goes along and just say hi, I understand that you're not probably chatting along. We get a lot of that during the day games. Jen and Sean, or Sean and Jen, good to see you. Gary the Real McCoy. Bugs, good to see you. Is that ink? Tino Ink? I'm probably butchering the first, so I'll just call you Inky. Inky, good to see you. John. If there's ever been anyone good at pretending like they're working, it's John. It's both of y'all today. Good to see you, Jen and Sean. The Southards. Every time I see the last name, I don't know why, but in my head, it's Southland. And if you're from the Tennessee area, you know the Southland, Tennessee Marching Southland Band. I don't know why that always comes into my head. It's not spelled anything like Southland, but that's what I think of as the Southland. There were radio stations calling up this week and wanting to know when. I guess they've given me the moniker, the nickname guy. They said, when's the nickname guy coming back onto the station? So we got some folks that could be joining the chat in the near future, but they are listening on external radio quite a bit. And it's kind of fitting because everywhere I lived, I always had a different nickname. But people always ask me why I do. It's because when I grew up on baseball, there were some of the best nicknames in the world. Not just sports, but in the world. They were all in baseball. And I never understood growing up why that art was lost. And I told myself, if I'm ever calling games again, because I hadn't really called games earnestly since mid-90s when I was calling college games on radio, that I was going to do the nickname. I just think it makes baseball. Like, one of my favorite names is Preacher. And then, of course, the other one was Schoolboy. That's all from the 1930s. All right, we'll be back in a flash. Got to take a really quick break, and then it's ready to roll. Pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves. And real quick, just so no one gets bent out of shape, reason why we're taking anything down is people mentions the diss word. I don't even want to say it out loud because it's very toxic at this point. There's a lot of government regulations that are going into that application. We just don't want to be linked to it. Some of these major crimes that have happened in America the last several weeks, they're all being labeled, they're all being connected to that application, the diss, because they're going, the FBI is doing deep dives on all those chats, and we just don't want, I don't have any desire to get in the middle of all that. I don't want to be answering questions from some senator. I'm like, yeah, let's call it a baseball game. I don't know what those freaks are doing. We'll be back in a flash. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
adventures in time and space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
You're in Braves Country.
Welcome in, Braves Country! We will be doing a Who Yam I today. The first clue is if he was an Atlanta Brave, he would be one of PETA's favorites. That's your first clue. Kind of a hazy, hot summer day. Not much chance of rain, but it is very muggy here today for Atlanta. Not muggy if you live down here in Florida. Florida, it's probably like windbreaker weather. Bryce Elder firing his final warm-up tosses. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we'll kick in. I think we've got it. By Jove, we've got it before first pitch. So that's a good sign. Bryce Elder and the Atlanta Braves wearing their home whites. Top to bottom, Braves across the chest in red, outlined in navy. Piping up and down the jerseys in red and navy. And the first pitch is on the way. Yes, sir! It is baseball time in Braves country. And the pitch is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing lifted by James Wood. Fairly deep into center field, but not nearly deep enough. Right there on the spot is Michael Harris II. He'll make the grab, one away. Left to right across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves, it's the usual. Profar to Harris to Acuna. Alvarez to Kim to Nick Allen at second and Olsen at first. Baldwin is behind the plate. First pitch swinging by Abrams. He launches that into right field. That's going to get against the wall. He's digging for two. Here comes the throw. About a 3-hopper into second base, and Abrams will be safe with a 1-out double. Testing Ronald Acuna Jr.'s arm early. He was busting it out of the box. Ronnie never really had a chance to get him. Played it well off the wall. It was a good throw. Probably one too many hops, but I don't think it would have mattered. It was right there on the money. Josh Bell, the batter. Big switch hitter. First pitch on the way. Swing, bangs that down the line, foul. It's 1-1. Infield, over shift, back into the right. The 0-1. 86 outside changeup. 1-1. Your home plate umpire today, Tyler Jones, C.B. Buckner at first, Dan Iasone at second, and Manny Gonzalez at third. The 1-1 swing, fouls it down the line. No, it's going to stay in play. Profar's got it. He'll fire it into the infield, and he'll go station to station. Slice it. I thought it was going to keep slicing foul, but it ended up staying up. Abrams had to hold up because he wasn't sure if Profar was going to get to it in time. So you got runners on the corners, 1 out. Dalen Lyle, the batter. 6 pitches in, and they've already got 2 base hits. Slider down and in. Did he go around? They'll check down the third base line to third base umpire Manny Gonzalez. He said he did go around. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, slices it foul. Oh, 2 count. Kicks and fires. 4-seam fastball off the plate. Drake trying to make the frame there, but no dice. 1-2. Wood, Abrams, Bell, and Lyle were your first 4 hitters. After that, it'll be Cruz, Garcia, Alfaro, Hassel, and Paul DeYoung. There's a 1-2 slices foul. We'll do it again. One-two count. Comes set. Brings it. Swing, rips it up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. And Bryce Elder has coughed up a run, and it's 1-0 Nats. Leaving pitches well over the zone. So Abrams comes home to score. That'll bring Dylan Cruz to the plate. Cruz, righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, chops it over to third. Alvarez, I believe he stepped on third and then threw it over to first. Looked like his foot crossed over. I would think he dragged it, and that'll end the inning. So just like that, what the doctor ordered, a double play to get us out of the jam. We'll be back in a flash.
Do you ever need some advice? Or are you looking for some direction? If so, I present to you Yogi Berra's Quotes to Live By. His thoughts on naps. I usually take a 2-hour nap from 1 to 4. Little League Baseball is a very good thing because it keeps parents off the street. His thoughts on funerals. You should always go to other people's funerals, otherwise they won't come to yours. His thoughts on a popular restaurant. Nobody goes there anymore, it's too crowded. His thoughts on slumps. Slumps? I ain't in no slump, I just ain't hit. And last but not least, his thoughts on money. A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. There was no one else like Lawrence Peter Berra and the wisdom he passed along.
Y'all, I firmly believe that people who call Gatorade flavors by the actual name of the flavor instead of the color is the damn police.
Then and now, we all had our favorite parts of watching those teams. We can still recite that beautiful little run-scoring poem.
Get on. Get 'em on. Get over. Get 'em in. It's my favorite way to do it.
And we still know that the kind of baseball we got to watch was different from everybody else's. I think as a fan as much as a player, you treasure that forever. And the best part is, no one can ever take it away from you.
The question is always posed, could those teams have played in this era? Our teams were constructed to where they could have played in any era.
Well, I would love to be able to put us in the league today and see how we do.
Every time I talk to somebody today who saw the style of baseball that we played, they really miss it.
I have people who come to me today and say, we know exactly where we were when you hit that home run.
Go crazy, folks! Go crazy!
And I think that just speaks to the commitment that people have to baseball here in this town. And we're very fortunate that we're in a business where we can create memories that last a lifetime.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome in Andrew Alvarez, the Braves' first look at him. First pitch on the way from the southpaw is a four-seam fastball down and in. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and grips. Sinker into the dirt. 2-0. 2-0 count. Dropped a slider in there, and honestly, it looked like it hit the zone. In fact, it did. But for whatever reason, did not get the call. The 3-0. Four-seam fastball right above the knees, 3-1. The 3-1 from Alvarez. From Anaheim, California, 26-year-older. The 3-1 pitch, swing, fouls it back. Full count. 6'3", 215-pounder, 26-year-old out of Anaheim, California. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Chase the slider down and away. One down. What you could expect to see from Andrew Alvarez in his repertoire. He's got a four-seam fastball that he throws 32% of the time, slider 30%, and the curveball 29%. Those are his three main pitches. As the first pitch is a slider right there to the left-handed bat of Matt Olson. It's 0-1. He also has a show-me changeup and sinker that come in about 10% of the time. As the 0-1 misses outside high, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing, lifts it into center field. Fly ball, very easily caught by the center fielder, Robert Hassel III. 2 down. Outfield, it's Lyle, Hassel, and Cruz around the horn. DeYoung, Abrams, Garcia, and Josh Bell. Jorge Alfaro's behind the plate. First pitch. Misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. Ronald Acuna Jr. batting .285 on the year. Hit his 20th home run. So he's cleared that mark. As the 1-0 misses high to it. 2-0 count. Brings it. 91-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 2-1. Not a power pitcher. But a guy that relies on going in and out, up and down, is the 2-1 swing, slices that foul. 2-2. Braves nothing, Washington 1. We're just getting started here in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 misses high, full count. So a full count to Ronald Acuna Jr. Payoff pitch, swing, curveball, bangs it foul. It's where he went to on Profar to get his strikeout, but that one was a little higher in the zone. So that appears to be his wipeout pitch. The payoff pitch, inside, caught looking, strike 3. Just stood there and watched the traffic. We'll be back in a flash. Acuna doesn't like it, but it was all day strike 3.
Hey, now those chicken strips.
Get chicken strips.
Hey!
What, you fat... You're like a fat kid worried about his damn food. I ain't eating it. I'm just looking.
Yes, you are. Every time I get home, I don't have any damn fries.
Take a listen. This is your average 18 to 21-year-old.
Why is everybody saying Gen Z is going to get drafted? Like, no, we're not. Like, how are they going to actually force us to get up and go to war? I understand it was like that in like the 1940s. What else is there to do in 1940 besides shoot people? We have things to do nowadays. We have twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip. And we're also like really mentally ill. What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun?
What's better than a nap? A nap with a cigarette. I know. I do it. If you're going to sleep in bed, make it a hammock. So if it lights on fire, you fall down and wake up.
What are those? They are my Crocs.
Okay, we're rolling and we got speed. We're gonna wait 5 seconds to make sure we got a clean cut.
You're getting too good at this.
He wasn't any different than any of the great players that I played against. And I played against Mays, Aaron, Ernie Banks, Seaver. George Brett was one of those guys.
He was a 13-time All-Star and the only player in Major League history to win a batting title in 3 different decades. But what made George Brett the kind of player no fan would ever forget was an uncommon combination of relentless intensity and boyish charm.
I so much wish I was more like George when I played. Fans in Philly would have ate him up. I was a little bit more like this when I played, and George was like, you know, he was almost part of the crowd when he played.
Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes back to work. First pitch was a swing and a miss on the sinker. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Check swing. Outside wide. Did he go around? He did. 0-2. Bryce Elder's over-under today was 4.5 out on the desert with plus money. As the 0-2 down and in, 1-2. 1-2 count. Comes set. Brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? They look. No, he did not. 2-2. Didn't really look like he offered, but you never know with this umpiring crew. The 2-2 pitch, swing, chops it foul. Just got enough to stay alive. Third base umpire Manny Gonzalez, I mean, he was a big question mark last night behind the plate, so I'm not assuming anything with him over at third. The 2-2. Swing! Slices it foul. Four-seam fastball. Elder working much faster in this inning than he did in the first. The 2-2. Swing, chops it. Olson's got it. He'll flip it to Elder, who covers the bag. One away. One down. Jorge Alfaro, the batter. He's behind the plate today, giving Riley Adams the day off. First pitch takes the sinker down below the knees. It's 1-0. Last night was Los Bravos night in Atlanta at Truist Park as the 1-0 gets a piece of that sinker, 1-1. And I'd say they, I want to say everyone went out and treated it like Cinco de Mayo, because you don't see a lot of folks in the stands today. The 1-1 count, swings, slices it foul. 1-2. They just showed a in dugout camera, and Spencer Schwellenbach was there. It's good to see him. He should be ready by the spring training. And I just hope the whole all season goes all right for these guys. We're banged up, and we'll just be ready to roll spring 2026. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Good pitch by Elder. It's his first strikeout of the day.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
First pitch on the way, misses out of the zone to Robert Hassel III. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Doing barbecued chicken sandwiches with a little mater on there. That's what we're doing for lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. Supper. The 1-1. 94 misses high to him. So the 2-1 count. Slider. Bangs it foul. We'll do it again. It's 2-2. Elder at 27 pitches, so he's okay on that front if he can get a quick out here. The 2-2. Misses high, full count. Don't want to start giving away bases here. You got Paul DeYoung, the number 9 hitter, standing on deck. I'd like to have him lead off the next inning. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chase the slider off the table. We'll be back at a flash. Bryce Elder, 2 Ks on the day. We trail by only 1.
I never said that I like to drink. I like to get drunk. I like to black out as much as the next mentally unstable. But you will not find me just casually throwing back a couple of beers and calling it a night. What's the point? Like, what are you working towards? Nothing. I'm drinking an 18-pack and pissing my pants in public, or I'm not drinking at all. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm about to say it.
Say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Are you secretly hoping they don't get good enough to make the travel team?
I mean, I'm into it now, but it's a little much. And the cost of it is, like my son's got his own bat. They all have their own bat. It's like, you've seen 3 good pitches all year. Why is your bat $390? Right. And why can't you hand it to the next kid when you're done striking out with it? We have $4,000 worth of bats in the dugout. We have 2 hits. And the coaches got it too. They got the huge equipment bags all embroidered. My coach had the bag he brought back from Vietnam. That was our equipment bag. We had a big green duffel. Yeah. Like, go in there, grab a ball. Like, I think I found a grenade.
Every time you played against George Brett, you felt like you had jumped on your bicycle, ridden down to the Little League field, and you played a pickup game of baseball. How can a guy be this good and seem like he didn't take the game that seriously?
Larry, you come off a really year last year. What are you going to do about it?
Well, main thing I'll try and, boy, that was tough. They're not going to tape that, are they?
But we all know that George took the game extremely seriously because we've seen him in action a few times when he wasn't the happiest guy in the world.
Brett went in hard, and both teams are out on the field.
But the numbers keep coming at you, like being one of just 5 players ever with 3,000 hits, 300 homers, and a career batting average over 300.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back. First pitch from Alvarez. Southpaw. Fires a slider, just misses below the zone to the Drake. It's 1-0. The 1-0 just misses downstairs. 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires right there at the knees. 2-1. We'll probably be reminding you too much in this broadcast, but once again, we do want to remind you that we will be doing 7:15 tonight is the 2-1 swing, chops it over towards short. Abrams has it, plenty of time. Tosses it over to first, 6-3 to Bell, 1 away. We're going to try something that has never been done. We're going to do at least 3, probably closer to 5 games at the same time, no commercials. We'll do it from 7:15 till about 9:30, going around and around and around the games that matter in the standings. So games like Cleveland, Detroit. First pitch on the way is right there. First strike, it's on 1. Games like Cubs and Mets. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. Reds game versus the Pirates. The Red Sox versus the Blue Jays. 1-1 count. Outside wide, 2-1. What we're going to try to do for you in this game is get you ready, get you prepared for what you may not have been paying attention to in the standings and why these games matter. The 2-1 count right there at the knees, 2-2. Depending, we may even dip into the Yankees-White Sox game. They're now just a game behind Toronto. The 2-2. Y'all make sure to be safe out there if you're riding around. Lefty-righty, the 2-2, down and in, 3-2. If you are listening to external radio, jump on into Braves Country Radio. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. The payoff pitch, swing, lifts it into, that's going to go off the glove of Garcia. A leaping attempt, but it just went off his glove, and it's going to be another base hit for the convenience store. He's always open. A looping liner that just banged off the glove. I think what happened was it looked like Garcia might have closed the glove just a little too early. But nonetheless, that'll be a base hit. It'll be the first base hit for your Atlanta Braves, and Marcell Ozuna, who's batting 6th today, stands in there. First pitch. Four-seamer right there at the knees. It's 0-1. He will be followed by Michael Harris II, and then Nacho Alvarez. Nick Allen is batting 9th. The 0-1. Misses high. Out of the zone. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Chops it foul. Slider down and in. So 1-2 to Ozuna, 20 home runs on the year. Man, he has been sitting there all summer on that. It's 3 for 7 in this series with an RBI. The 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. Two count. Pitch on the way. Full count now. On deck once again is Harris. He hit 2 home runs last night, back-to-back Jack's first home runs in 98 at-bats. The payoff pitch. He brings it way outside, wide ball 4. And the big Zoo, the big bear, works his way aboard. First pitch on the way, swung on, banged over to second base. It's going to be a 4 to 6 to 3. Will not get the double play. Harris was busting it down the line. So they do get the out at second base. But Harris, with good speed, beats it out. Kind of a slow developing double play. Abrams has a pretty good arm. It's not one of the elite ones, but it's not exactly a wet noodle over there either. I mean, he's got a solid arm. His issue's always been keeping it under control and not throwing it into the dugout. Nacho Alvarez, your batter. First pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-right or lefty-righty matchup. Alvarez, 2 home runs the other day. His only 2 home runs in his career. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. The 0-1. Curveball misses high. Evens up the count. He could get into one here. That would change the game. Braves trail 1-0, bottom of the second. You want to come out to the game? Go on out there. I think they'll be giving tickets away. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. I mean, this is one of the smallest crowds I've ever seen in Truist Park. Even with it being a day game in the middle of the week, and the Braves and Nats are obviously both out of the race, you don't expect it to be. I mean, it is barren out. It looks like a Miami Marlin game, the 2-1. They almost had Harris leaning, tosses it over there at first, but he's back in plenty of time. The 2-1 misses high, ball 3, 3-1. If Nacho can reach, Nick Allen stands on deck. The 3-1 swing, pops it up, and that'll be a can of corn over third base, just past the third base bag. Making the catch over there is DeYoung, and that'll end the inning. Braves put a couple on, but can't come through. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the second, trailing by 1.
Have anybody ever tell you look like Beyonce?
Nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Who the is that?
Men don't like loud women.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyways. I wish I gave a
Why do I always have to make the move? Why don't you make the move? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You're allowed to make a move. You're allowed to make a move. It's always up to me to make a move. Make a move. Don't touch me. I don't want you touching me right now. I don't want you touching me right now. You made me angry.
People say kill them with kindness. F that. I'm not killing them with kindness. You know what I'm killing them with? Blindness. I don't see a bitch. I don't hear a bitch. They ain't even that in my life anymore.
The funniest thing to do when you post a picture of your car to me is cover the license plate. What are you covering that for? I've never understood it. Hey, dude, you drive around with your license plate for the whole world to see every day. But you cover it when the people that you know see it? I just don't get it.
I spent 30 minutes helping my 12-year-old daughter look for her phone the other day. After about 6 times of calling it, finally found it laying on the floor. I pick it up and it says 6 missed calls from Spawn Point. That little nerd named me Spawn Point. I should have stepped on it.
I'd always admired the guy. Brett carried thunder in the barrel.
Set by Gossage, a high drive and deep to right field. It is gone!
George Brett was a better hitter than I was. He was the best hitter in our era.
Always kind of wanted to be like George as a hitter. He could do a lot of things with the bat that I could not do.
Every time I go up there, I know I'm going to hit the ball hard, and I know I'm going to get a hit. It doesn't always happen, but I have that feeling every time I go up in that box.
With us, he was the guy. They used to say, here comes George Brett and the Kansas City Royals. The bigger the situation, it's like the more fun he was having.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. Misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Back to work goes Elder. Sinker misses outside wide. 2-0. 2-0 count. Braves trail 1-0. The pitch. Drops a slider upstairs. 2-1. Paul DeYoung batting .235 on the year. Number 9 hitter James Wood stands on deck. The 2-1 pitch swing. Lifts it high into left field. Will he have room? Jurickson Profar gives chase. He will make the catch. F7 in your scorecard, 1 away. James Wood, who flew out to center field, stands at the plate, batting .254. Righty-lefty. 28 home runs on the year for the left fielder. Slider misses outside wide. It's 1-0. He's probably eventually going to go into the everyday DH role as the 1-0. Slider down and away, 1-1. Doesn't have particularly good speed, but also he's just never been much of a glove man. And they have an embarrassment of riches out there in the outfield for the National. That's where their core is going to be going forward. Pitch misses, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Elder comes set, turns and delivers. Slaps it over towards second. And it's a 5-3 put out. Nacho to Olsen. 2 down. First pitch on the way to C.J. Abrams, who hit a double his first time up. Came around to score. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. In the dirt. 1-1. 1-1 count. Swung on, banged high, deep. Into left field. Underneath it is Profar. Profar, good. Nationals go down in the third inning. 1-2-3. Allen leads us off, and then the top of the order when we return.
Well, I have a degree, so, I don't give a fuck. Okay, you can have a degree and still be a dumb. I stand by that. Thank you.
I haven't done one of these in a minute, and I need to get some of this off my chest. So let's get into it with that infuriates me. These are not chronologically ordered, but coming in hot with people that refer to themselves in third person. Who the do you think you are? These are one of the worst types of people that you can encounter. I mean, this is a narcissist. I'm also talking to y'all that refer to yourselves as mama. Mama needs a margarita. Mama's ready for a nap. Shut the I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you, but it's really annoying. Not putting your buggy into the return when you're done shopping. Obviously, some of y'all were raised in a damn hobo. There's literally not one valid excuse for not returning your buggy when you're finished with it. This right here, folks, this is my number one. Grown adults having zero grammar knowledge. Come on, you're 37 years old, and you don't know the difference between there, and there. And you want to bring children into this world? Let's hit the books. You think? Also, it's library, not library.
I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
I don't think pressure bothered him. I think he really relished having the pressure situation.
I was always one of those guys that was scared to death before the game, every game. I mean, nervous. You're in the dugout, and my heart would start beating, and all of a sudden you're running out there, and man, I'm scared to death.
Fear is what drove George Brett, and no question it originated with his father. The way he was raised, his father was incredibly hard on him, probably harder on him than has ever been fully revealed.
George Brett's story began far from Kansas City, on the California coast, where he was raised as the youngest of 4 brothers.
Nick Allen leads us off. First pitch on the way. Down and in to Allen. For a ball, it's 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. 1-0. Swung on. Chopped over to third. Easy out. 1 away. One up, one down, and Jerkson Profar the batter. First pitch on the way from Alvarez is up top. Called that a strike. Okay, it's 0-1. The 0-1 follows suit. Upstairs, 1-0. 1-1 count. Swing, chops that foul down the line. 1-2. The 1-2. Smacks it foul. Coming up and in. 1-2 count. Profar batting .811 OPS, 14 home runs. And that pitch will miss high. Ball 2, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing, chops it foul. In between home and third. Man, these new guys that come up, they work quickly. You can't get anything in edgewise. I look over at some of my notes. I've got no time. This guy just grabs it, just like Brad Lord last night. The 2-2. Caught looking strike 3, punched out on the inner track. Just buckled him with the heat. 2 down. Profar shaking his head. I don't think it's on the location. I think he's just kind of mumbling to himself type of thing. Like, man, I can't believe I took that pitch. Matt Olson stands at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Lined out to center his first time up. He'll take the first pitch. It's a bender off the dish. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing. Curveball. Fouls it back. I don't know what in the world this stupid thing is doing, so we're going to get behind the pitcher. The 1-1 count. Curveball fouls it back, 1-2. Nats 1, Braves nothing. The 1-2. Misses high. Four-seam fastball, 2-2. Olson sitting on 28 home runs. He's got 4 games to get to 30, 1 to get to his low mark of 29 for his career. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Alvarez has 4 Ks. We'll go back to work with Elder when we return.
Bad credit, no problem. Or you dead? Ghost credit. I'm gonna get a Subaru.
Please tell me I'm not the only person that does this ridiculous. If I'm in the middle of doing something and another task pops up that requires my immediate attention, I will go into that room where said task needs to be completed, but I won't turn the lights on so that I can focus and hurry up and do that one little minute task so I can get back to what I was originally doing. But my brain wants to just start a bunch of tasks in that new room we just walked into, so I just end up doing a bunch of damn tasks in the dark.
And introduce yourself.
My name is Michael with a B, and I've been afraid of insects my entire life.
Stop. Where?
Where's the B?
Johnny has 19 bottles of dish soap, and he gives Gina. Wait, why does Johnny have so many soaps? Mind your business!
So I am confusion. Why is this one Kansas, but this one is not Arkansas? America, explain! Explain, what do you mean in Arkansas?
And why do you want to be a librarian? Shh. Oh my God, you're hired.
Grew up in a really small town, El Segundo, just south of the LA airport. And it seemed like every day of the summer at 9 o'clock, me and my brothers would go up to the corner. We'd hitchhike down to Manhattan Beach. And pretty much every day we were at the beach and body surfing and just kind of hanging out.
George was a little bit of a slacker as a kid. It was his brother, Ken, who was the All-American boy.
Ken Brett, 5 years older than George, was the 4th overall pick in the 1966 draft, who just a year later would pitch in the '67 World Series at age 19 and go on to a 14-year big league career.
Bryce Elder goes back to work. He'll fire the first pitch in there, right there for a strike at the knees. Look like the sinker. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Change up down and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing blasted high and deep. Going back on the track. She gone. That was a no-doubter. Josh Bell can still do that. Turned and burned on that one. And he's doubled the lead. It's 2-0. 429 feet. He jammed it right down the throat of Elder. Wind's blowing out. Beginning of the game, it was being projected as about 5 miles in, but it looks like it's blowing out. From everything I'm getting, close to 10 miles an hour, but that didn't need any help. That thing was smoked. First pitch to Dalen Lyle is right there for a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Respect your elder. Bell said respect these. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Pitch in the dirt. Slider. Good take by Dalen Lyle, who's 1 for 1. That's 1-2. One, two. Caught looking, strike 3, punched him out, sinker on the inner track. 1 away. Third strikeout of the day for Bryce Elder. Good sinker. Kind of that two-seam movement. Not quite Greg Maddux, but Maddux-esque, where it would start in and then dive back in. That was Maddox's calling card for years. He really threw more of a two-seamer. Guys nowadays do the sinker. I don't know why more of them don't do that two-seamer. It has a little more break to it. You can start it in almost on someone's hip, and it dives back into the plate. First pitch is a slider right there. First strike, it's a one. Guys are always trying to reinvent the wheel, man. If I was a major league pitcher, I'd be like, what'd that guy Maddox throw? I think I want to throw that. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1 count. Only game in Major League Baseball is today, right now. Only day game. The 2-1 right there at the knees, 2-2. Slew of games tonight. We're going to bring you the MLB whip around to see that card for the link for tonight's game. We'll start broadcasting at 7:15 and give you 2+ hours of nonstop, no commercials. Play-by-play around the league. The 2-2. Chops it down the third base line. Nacho's got it. 5-3. What a way. We're going to bring the feed on the early game, and it depends on whether they're both expected to have craptastic weather. Of course they are, because we're trying to do this. But it looks like the Cincinnati game will get the start as the first pitch swinging, pops it up. High and deep, going back, making the catch at the wall. Ronald Acuna Jr., and that'll end the inning. Well, they get the solo shot, but that's it. Elder settled down, and now Acuna will go to the plate and see if he can do some damage when we return.
We all be talking about why they won't give Americans free health care. Why they won't give us free health care? Why is there a Cinnamon Toast Crunch baby? Bro, y'all want to die so bad.
So I have to wait for you to finish a TV show?
Stop watching shows.
No, is it my fault that you fall asleep within 16 seconds of laying down?
I'm tired.
Or you just become narcoleptic and I have to pause it for you?
The key to any successful relationship is clear communication. All right, if your partner asks you a question, always tell the truth, unless the truth might hurt their feelings. Like if they're like, what do you think of my new haircut? In this case, it's okay to tell a white lie. Forget about the truth. Unless she's like, you know what, just be honest with me. I want your real answer. In which case, it's okay to go back, reinstate the truth. Unless this was trap. In which case, abort. All right, get the heck out of there. Telling the truth, what are you, nuts? Go into what I like to call the neutral zone. Disengage from all communication. Do not make eye contact. You are now Switzerland. Unless she views neutrality as not caring, in which case, guess what? Get the heck out of the neutral zone. You now have two options. One, phone a friend. Two, ask for the question to be presented in multiple choice.
I idolized Ken when I got to know him, just like George did as his older brother. We thought Ken was the greatest thing in the world.
They say Ken might have been the best athlete ever to come out of Southern California. A lot of people have told me that. Tough shoes to fill.
George showed promise as a ball player himself as a kid, but struggled to earn the approval of his father, Jack Brett.
A military guy, got wounded over in France in 1944, and he raised us kind of like a military dad would. You screwed up, you paid the price, and sometimes it wasn't pretty. It wasn't wait for your mother to come home and scold you in the bedroom or slap you. It was bam. It was tough. It was tough.
Ronald Acuna Jr. stands at the plate. First pitch on the way is a ball inside, four-seam fastball. It's 1-0. I just checked my weather guy at the break, and he's singing a good song to us. He's saying most of these games are light rain. He doesn't expect any of the games to get paused, so he thinks he'll just play through it. The 1-0 misses, ball 2-0. Infield back into the left. The 2-0 to Acuna. 91 misses. Question mark. 3-0. That ball hit the zone. Oh, did it hit the zone? The 3-0 count. Another one. And that one was all over the strike zone. Ball 4. We'll head on down to first. Acuna, he sold it pretty well. I'll give him that. Any way you look at it, the Braves have the leadoff runner on to get things going here. First pitch to Drake Baldwin. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Braves trail it 2-0. Still early going here. Bottom of the fourth. Infield back into the right. Double play depth. You go 1 down and in. 1. So both games are starting, I believe, at the same exact time. Let me double check this. Yes, Tigers, Guardians, and Pirates, Reds. We will start the cast at 6:30. Put the Pirates Reds on the screen while the music plays, and then at 7:15 we'll go live into whatever game is ready to roll. It's Tigers, Guardians, Pirates, Reds are the two big ones at that time. As the 2-1 misses 3. And we'll just bounce back and forth on who with something going on or whatever game's not at break. Getting ready for what we're going to do on Sunday, which is essentially the same thing. The 3-1 pitch, swing, chops it over to first. Underhanded by Bell, he'll hit Alvarez in stride, tapping the bag. Baldwin down, fielders on a G 3-1 put out. Acuna easily makes it down to second. One away. So the Braves can cut this lead in half with the single. And coming to the plate is Hassan Kim. The convenience store, Kim's Convenience. 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch. Takes a slider up top. It's 0-1. I wish we already knew. I wish they would just tell us. Is he picking up his offer or is he not picking up the player option? The 0-1 misses high. 1. Because if he's not picking it up, I'd be willing to bet we don't end up bringing him back. The 1-1. Swing lifted. High and deep. Into left field. Drifting back, making the catch is Lyle. 2 down. Gave it a pretty good ride. Marcell Ozuna, the batter, looking for a base hit to get us going here. Lefty-righty matchup. Alvarez comes set. Kicks and fires. Pitch misses down and in. It's 1-0. 1-0. Up top, 91, 1-1. One count. Four-seam fastball up top, 1-2. 1-2 to Marcell. Misses high. So a 2-2 count. Deuce is wild. 2-2 count, 2 outs. The Braves trail by 2. The pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. He'll go take a seat. And that'll end the inning. Ozuna doesn't like it, but it caught the zone. Got to swing the bat with 2 strikes when it is that close, and it wasn't even close. He gone!
It was a regular Wednesday night when a realization hit me like a truck. I don't think Dua Lipa is going to open any of my DMs.
Our football team, some aspects look like we're really ready to play. A couple of other aspects look like we just got off Willie Nelson's tour bus.
Shout out to my fitted sheet for putting all the clothes in the dryer in a damp, twisted chokehold to make sure nothing else gets dry.
Get the gist of what's going on here. I know what you're doing. You're looking down on us. A couple small market Midwest ball players. Mr. New York City with your Fifth Avenue ties and your tailored suits and your polished shoes and your hair. Your perfectly coiffed Broadway hair. Not everyone can be the next Roger Peckinpah. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgrace.
Armchair.
Before the 1934 season began, Dizzy announced that he and his younger brother Paul, whom the press insisted on calling Daffy, would together win 45 to 50 games. They did. Dizzy won 30 and Paul won 19.
Brother Jerome, better known as Dizzy. This is my brother Paul Dean, better known as Daffy. We're both full of ambition against those Tigers.
The Cardinals faced the Detroit Tigers in the 1934 World Series. In the fourth game, Dizzy Dean, running to second, was hit in the head with a ball fielded by the shortstop.
Rogel, in throwing to first, struck the Dean squarely in the forehead with the ball.
The throw knocked Dean senseless, and he was rushed to the hospital. Headlines the next day said, X-rays of Dean's head showed nothing.
Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. First pitch to Jorge Alfaro is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup, the 0-1 swing and a miss. Sinker, 0-2. Bryce Elder sitting on 3 strikeouts. The 0-2. Caught, look at strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. Sinker right there on the inner track, one away. Good pitch. Right there, yacked him. One up, one down. First pitch on the way to Robert Hassel III is a sinker. Slaps it back foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Right there. P at the knees. Four-seam fastball 0-2. Who was the Stir that was asking about if Ozuna would hit a home run? I hope you're not betting on that, Stir. He is in a slump. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. Marcell Ozuna. First of all, he only hit 2 home runs in June. This is the 1-2. Swing, slaps it back foul. He had 4 home runs in July. In August, he had 5, but the last one was on August 13th. And he has a total of 0 in September. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yak him. Sit him down, Joe. My fingers are so. 2 away. Nasty bender on the inner cut. Slider that went down and in. That's the hardest slider he has thrown in quite some time. First pitch on the way, swung on, chopped foul. It's 0-1. Elder's already hit his strikeout mark, Stir. The 0-1 swing, chops and foul. It's 0-2. He was 4.5 over under in the desert, and he just struck out number 5. Alvarez has 5. They both hit their overs on the Ks. The 0-2 count right there, down and in, 1-2. They're both sitting at 5 strikeouts for those of y'all that are keeping track of it. The 1-2. Swing lifts it high. Fairly deep, but not deep enough. Acuna's got it, and that'll end the inning. We'll go back to the sticks and see if we can get some things going here. Harris, Money Mike, leads us off.
Imagine running your mouth on social media and then boom, I catch your ass at Walmart. Hashtag cleanup on aisle 3.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
At all the calls I made on fourth down all those years, you know what my favorite fourth down call was? Punt. It was the most successful play we had.
Chuck Norris doesn't breathe air. He holds air hostage. Death once had a near Chuck experience. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door.
How difficult is it to hit a baseball?
I don't think it's that difficult, simply because you only have to do it 3 out of 10 times, you go to the Hall of Fame. The first thing about hitting that is important is you have to be fearless. I mean, if you're scared of getting hit with the ball, forget about it. I look for a fastball every pitch. Now, if you're looking for a fastball and he throws you a slider, a curveball, a changeup, a forkball, a knuckleball, a palm ball, a spitball, a screwball, you're going to hit it. You can just adjust to it. Now, if you get a young kid that's going to swing at a high pitch occasionally or a low pitch occasionally, he's going to be very aggressive. Let him do it. Don't try to make him swing at strikes only. The important thing about being a hitter is being aggressive.
Chuck Norris's calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd. No one fools Chuck Norris.
That's sort of a myth here around. Ruth couldn't handle himself. How could he handle other players? Well, that's nonsense. I mean, the man drank a lot and he raised hell and he caroused, but he was a major league player for 22 years. He must have taken care of himself pretty well. And could he have managed? Who knows? Some terrible people have become great managers. Some likely people were terrible managers. He certainly deserved the chance. He didn't get it.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. That ball is sizzled
What they know about
into the center field.
Keep your game tight. Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Money Mike. It's another base hit. He's not hot. He's playing the Nationals. First pitch on the way. That ball gets away. And Harris will easily make it down to second base. And now we'll once again have a runner in scoring position, and a base hit could cut this lead in half. 2-0 your score, lefty-righty matchup. The first pitch on the way off of that wild pitch is a slider right there. It's they may give that a pass ball. Hit off the glove, but it did bend inside the 1-1. Misses high. 2-1. I'm sure Alfaro will tell you he should have gloved that. 2-1 count. Brings it, swing, pops it up, down the right field line, giving chase. That's going to just bend foul, 2-2. Braves have never seen Alvarez before. Andrew Alvarez, who was on the bump. And so you got to figure that with that being the case, Alvarez steps out of the box, and Alvarez stands on the mound. Nacho versus Andrew. You go to look up these guys' repertoire and their numbers pregame, and you put Alvarez in, and it's like looking through a phone book trying to find Andrew Alvarez. Curveball. Pops it back foul. It's 2-2. Braves trail 2-0. On a 10-game winning streak. The 2-2. Runner goes down to third, and Harris easily has it stolen. Money Mike So now Nacho just looking for a fly ball to the outfield or a ground ball to the right side, and he'll probably score. 3-2, swing, fouls it down the line. We'll do it again. Full count. Infield back into the left. The payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. Over to first base. That's not what you want. Bad by Nacho, one away. He knew it the moment he swung at it and pounded his bat into the sand, but that doesn't do you a lot of good. So 1 on, 1 out. First pitch on the way to Nick Allen is a swing and a miss. Off the 1-0, it's 1-1. We'll pull the screen back so you can see what's going on the field. Infield back into the left. The 1-1. Up top misses to him. 2-1 count. Braves trailed by 2. Bottom of the 5th. The 2-1. Misses high. 3-1. Infield playing back across the board. Now the third baseman's even with the bag is a 3-1, misses high, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Nick Allen.
Hitting, not about muscle. Simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant. It's not complicated.
You'll have runners on the corners, and with good speed, I think Jim Hickey's going to come out here and talk to Alvarez. No, that's it. That's not Jim Hickey. That's intern manager Miguel Cairo. They're going to come in and they're going to bring another left-hander in. We'll be back at the flash. We're into the pen, baby. We're into the pen. We'll be back. On this date, 1919, with a blast that clears the Polo Grounds roof, Boston Red Sox outfielder Babe Ruth ties the game in the top of the 9th in an eventual 2-1 loss to the New York Yankees that takes 13 innings to complete. The Bambino's round tripper, his 28th of the season, breaks the 19th century home run record established in 1894 by Ned Williamson of the National League's Chicago White Stockings, later known as the Cubs. On this date, 1922, St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Rogers Hornsby hits home runs off of Giants hurlers Jesse and Virgil Barnes. The brothers enabled the Rajah to set the NL record for dingers in a season with 42. And on this date in 1992, Dave Winfield at age 40 drives in 4 runs with a homer and a 2-run double, becoming the oldest player to drive in 100 runs. The future Hall of Famer's offensive outburst helps the Blue Jays beat the Orioles 8-2. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. So Alvarez's day is through. Like I was saying, this was only second time through the lineup against Alvarez, so they weren't going to have him see the lineup a third time. First pitch on the way. is a curveball down and in. It's 1-0. If you followed this show for a while, you know I've talked about how important it is in that first time through a lineup when you've never seen a pitcher, especially a young pitcher, see as many pitches as you can see so you can take advantage of it the second time through. The 1-0. Misses high, 2-0. He's responsible for the 2 men on base. He went 4 1/3, gave up 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, but the 3 walks are going to be the killer. The 2-0 pitch, right there, 90. Okay. What? 3-0. Home plate umpire. Tyler Jones has missed a ton of pitches today. The 3-0. Make that another one. Ball 4. We'll take it. That's going to load up the bases. As a 4-pitch walk coming straight out of the pen.
Well, the jerks start calling. They're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
Ducks all over the pond. Matt Olson coming to the plate. He took Mitchell Parker yard last week. And the thing about, as they go out there and talk to him, Mitchell Parker has been the starter. Now, they're asking him to come out of the pen, and I get it. They're trying to get these guys work down the stretch, and he's been roughed up a little bit. But if he's not really used to coming out of the pen recently, it can be an adjustment for a pitcher. It's a totally different routine than when you're getting ready for a start. So bases loaded. Lefty, the first pitch. Ball is in the dirt. It's 1-0. A walk would equal a run. A fly ball would equal a run. A home run will be dancing. Harris is at third, so good speed for a fly ball. 1-0. Swing pops it up. Do not want a pop out or a strikeout here, Matty. It's 1-1. Let's hit something solid, and hopefully you don't get doubled up. But he's trying to lift it to the outfield one way or the other. The 1-1 misses inside. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Olson 6 for 14 lifetime versus Mitchell Parker with 2 home runs. The 2-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Good challenge pitch up top. Evens it up. The deuce is wild at 2-2 count. The Braves trail by 2. Bases are juiced. We get a single, that should tie the game up scoring 2. Because you've got Nick Allen at second base, and he's got wheels himself. Good speed all over the base paths. The 2-2. Fastball just misses outside. Ball 3, 3-2. So a full count now. The payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. One thing you didn't want. Can of corn, third base, easy out. 2 out. Challenged him with some high heat and couldn't get around on it. Definitely was in the zone, but his swing was just a little low. Decent timing on that one, just got underneath it. Ronald Acuna Jr., your batter now. It's all up to him. First pitch on the way. Swing, chops it. That'll be it. He gave that bat away. Well, that'll end the inning. Braves go down without a thump. It's 2-0. Getting schooled by the rookies.
Where is your Tupperware?
I left the Tupperware at work.
Did you even eat your lunch?
I did eat my lunch. I said I forgot my Tupperware at lunch.
No, you threw it in the garbage.
Why would I throw it in the garbage? I ate my lunch. I forgot to bring my Tupperware.
So bring it home tomorrow.
I forgot to eat my lunch.
What?
And I ate Wendy's, but I ate Wendy's. I ate lunch.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony. You, Tony. What's your name? Ezekiel. You, Ezekiel.
Excuse my Wisconsin mouth, but why the heck are you not drinking, for Christ's sake?
I'm on medication, so I can't drink, okay? And I'm not going to say what it's for. I'll just say the pharmacist whispers it to me.
So you hadn't been drinking all week? What have you been doing?
Just mostly going to bed early. It's not that bad. There's plenty of sober stuff we can do together.
Ugh, if we can't drink, we might as well lock ourselves in a room with no windows. I could kiss you! My heart says yes, but my Lord says no.
Okay, so I was going through old pictures yesterday, trying to find pictures, and there were these 3 publications from the El Segundo newspaper. And in it, there's one little passage that says, Jack Brett, your grandfather, on Right, Wrong, and Rogues. I was a great dad as far as I was concerned. Do what I want, and you got everything I had to give. But you do what I don't want, and I'll kick your damned ass. And you'll be lucky if that's all I kick. The thing that I will never stand for is that you think I'm dumb. If you think I'm dumb, I'll show you how smart I am. Don't pull that on me. What's incredible to me is he admitted that in the paper.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
if that's what he was admitting to doing in the paper, you know he was doing a lot worse than that, which he was.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he just hit him.
Yeah.
I think he hit him and hit him and hit him and hit him.
That's insane.
It's insane.
So a golden opportunity, by the way, as the Braves had the bases loaded, 1 out, and Olsen pops one up, and Acuna swings at the first pitch and dribbles it out to second. First pitch on the way to start this inning is a pitch in the dirt by Elder. It's 1-0, the 1-0. Down and away 2. 2-0 count. James Wood, the batter, top of the order. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into center field. She gone. Another home run given up by Bryce Elder. Nobody's respecting him today. It's 3-0. Now that's the bad news. The good news is we are into the bullpen of the Nationals. Man, he just kind of flicked the wrist and sent that going, but that was all about location. That might as well have been on a tee. It's over the plate, just below the belt. That's right in the swing path. A sweet spot for James Wood. First pitch to Abrams, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Down and in. The 1-1 misses. 2-1. Two-1 count. Bangs it over to second. Allen's got it with ease. Flips it to first. One away. Sinker right there to Josh Bell. Misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. Lefty at the plate. Righty on the bump. The 1-0. Sinker. Smacks the black. 1-1. Elder has given up 3 runs today. 2 via the solo shot. Both of them hit well. Josh Bell was one of them. He plowed one to deep center field. His last time up, 429 feet. He could still bring some pop. Never been much of a base runner, and his defense is worse for the wear, but is the 1-2. Chops it over towards third. Alvarez has plenty of time. Nacho to Olsen, 2 down. But he'll find a job the next few years just being able to DH. A switch hitting DH with power, though he doesn't hit for a high batting average. He's actually hitting much better. Last time we saw him, he was right there at the Mendoza line. He's now batting 236 on the year, so he's picked it up quite a bit. And somebody will pick him up next year. They always do. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. It's on 1. Remember when he first came up, he was one of my favorite players to watch. I really thought he was going to have a much bigger career, but it just never ended up that way. The 0-1 swing bangs it down the line. So his lack of glove and lack of speed really kind of hinders him as far as getting at bats when he gets to certain clubs. When he first came up, he was getting everyday starts, and I'll tell you, I didn't like facing him, but he was fun to watch. The 0-2 to Abrams, 2 down. Sizzles it foul. I'm sorry, not Abrams, Lyle. The 0-2, swing, slaps that against the overshift into left field. Put it right where the third baseman or shortstop would normally be standing. Instead, it's a 2-out single to keep the inning going. Charlie Morton, they're showing him in the bullpen out there. He could come in from the bullpen. I still think they're going to let him do it on the weekend in all likelihood. But you never know. We could see him today. He last pitched as a starter on Friday night against the Braves, so he may very well, he would be available, but they'll probably give him the extra days of rest before they put him in. And Josh Bell, when he first came up with Pittsburgh, he was hell on wheels. He had 37 home runs in 2019, in the first year out of the pandemic with Washington. He had 27. Flip it over to first real quick once again. First full year with the Pirates in 2017, he had 26 home runs. So he's approaching that 200 mark for his career. The 0-1. Fouls back on 2. He should get it next year. He's sitting at 192. Actually, that would be 193 on his career from today's home run. The 0-2 count. Overshift back into the left. Huge hole on the right side. Nick Allen is playing right behind the pitcher. The 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. It won't matter. Get out of the jam with the K. But Elder coughs up another. It's time to take advantage of the worst bullpen in the major leagues.
Somebody just asked me what Barack Obama's last name is. Like, am I supposed to know that?
Let me tell you something, little girl. I mean, nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody normal thinks about going out to California. I mean, that's the land of fruits and nuts. And every fruit's a little nutty, and every nut's a little fruity. What the hell are you doing?
I am doing my eyebrows.
That's a big-ass mirror.
I have big-ass eyebrows.
It's funny, I was scared to death of him. I was intimidated by him my whole life. Growing up as the youngest of 4 boys, and always being criticized that I'm not as good as my brother in this, I'm not as good as this brother, I'm not as smart as that guy, you know, everything. I couldn't do anything right.
And yet, George was a good enough ball player to be picked in the second round of the 1971 draft by the Kansas City Royals, a franchise in its third year of existence. He'd move up pretty quickly in the minors, but hardly gave off the scent of a future star.
Well, he wasn't a big deal in the minor leagues. He wasn't a blue chip, can't miss guy. First time he got to the big leagues, wearing number 25, I remember just watching him, and there was nothing special at the moment.
He hit just 125 in 40 at-bats in a cameo in 1973, but got the starting job as the Royals' third baseman the following year. By June, his continuing struggles brought him to a breaking point.
Was hitting 200 with no power, no nothing, and was just lost. I was just totally lost.
And that's when Royals hitting coach Charlie Lau approached him and helped change the course of George Brett's career forever.
He says, I've been watching you. I think you can play. I'm the only coach here, George, that thinks you belong in the major leagues. But I've watched you now for 200 at-bats. You haven't made one adjustment. And I said, I don't know what adjustments to make. This is how I've hit my whole life. And he said, I'm going to help you, but you got to give me your heart and soul.
Welcome back. First pitch to Drake Baldwin is in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. High and out of the zone. Ball 2-0. Baldwin has grounded out twice. Batting .274 on the year. 18 home runs. He needs 2 to hit the 20 mark. The 2-0. Right there at the knees. 3-0. Braves have 3 batters right now that are 20 home runs or more. Ozuna, Olsen, Acuna. Drake is 2 away. Michael is 1 away. 2-1. That pitch. We'll take it 3-1. Nacho Alvarez is just 18 away, and Nick Allen needs only 20 to hit that mark. The 3-1 swing. That ball's lifted high. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. Make that. He needs 1 more. His 19th home run of the year. And the Drake. 419 happy feet later.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
That ball was well over the plate, and he slapped it over the right field wall, over the bricks, and through the woods to grandmother's house he goes. First pitch to Hassan Kim, the convenience store, takes it outside wide, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Kim's Convenience is 1 for 2 on the day. Ozuna stands on deck. Man, is he overdue for one? The pitch on the way, swing, pops it up. Right field side, giving Chase's Cruz. He'll make the running catch before the line. 1 away. August 13th, the last time Marcell Ozuna hit a home run. I just want to see him hit 1 more before. I mean, realistically, this has got to be his last hurrah in Atlanta. They won't bring him back for anything close to what he wants to. And I can't see them bringing him back as a bench piece because he can't play defense anywhere. And he can't run. And he's not hitting well. Other than that, he's a great baseball addition for the 2026 season. First pitch on the way is a changeup off the plate. It's 1-0. But he's done so much for the Braves at the plate over the years. It'd be nice for him to get at least 1 more home run. I'd really like to see him get it on the weekend, maybe Saturday night when they got the biggest crowd. 1-1 count. Whoa, misses. 2-1. This is a low-scoring game, but considering the strike zone all day long, this ought to be a barn burner. It ought to be like 7-6 right now because the balls he has given away is the 2-1. Another one, 3-1. What? Ozuna, who's normally arguing that the ball was the strike was the ball, even he's dumbfounded. He's like, what? I think Snicker's trying not to laugh in the dugout at this claim. The 3-1 count. Inside, misses, ball 4. So he'll head on down. 1 on, 1 out. Man, considering where they are in the game right now, I wouldn't hate it if they pinch ran for him right now. You're in the 6th. He doesn't have the pop he used to. I wouldn't hate it to see Eli White go out there and run for him and just stay in as the DH the rest of the game. Jim Hickey, pitching coach for the Nationals out there, and he's really giving up. I see these guys not wear the jerseys anymore, which is really, really slacker. This guy's just wearing a T-shirt out there. So he is giving up. I do think he actually got his number put on his sleeve, so I have to give him some respect for that. But good Lord. T-shirts? What's next? We're going to go out there in pajamas? Holding our binkies? Looks like someone is warming up in the bullpen. It's a right-hander, I believe. And Michael Harris II comes to the plate. First pitch on the way. Swing, bangs it down the first base line. Off the glove of Bell. He'll step on the bag. Ozuna easily safe. But a G3, 2 down. Hard hit ball. Bell. Thankfully, he's still not good with his glove. That ball hit him in a bad spot right in the glove. Popped out, but he had plenty of time to. Ball was hit so hard, he had plenty of time to react and then get on the base. So Ozuna stands at second. First pitch swinging by Nacho Alvarez, and that ball is going to be caught into right field. Another at bat given away, and we'll head to the 7th inning. It is 3-1. The Braves put one on the board.
What do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. So what do you do? Well, I did this. I thought you were bae. Turns out you're just fam. Bruh.
Dan?
Here he is.
You want to know what I do to calm myself when I get stressed?
Not really.
Come on, Dan. Even you must need to unwind after a hard day. And you want to know what I do?
You slip into a hot bubble bath and say, Calgon, take me away.
What does that even mean?
Don't even worry about it.
I meditate.
Yeah?
I meditate. Yeah. I quietly meditate for like 30 minutes.
Is that like praying?
No, it's not praying. I find a place where nobody is, and it's really quiet, and I just enjoy the silence and reflect, you know?
You're welcome.
Why do I need to thank you?
Because I've been telling you to shut the up and go away for years. Who knew that if you finally followed my instructions, you'd find some inner peace, man?
That's not the same
It's
thing,
exactly
man.
the same.
Cinderella, why do you want to go to the ball? 'Cause stepmother, ball is life.
Hey, what are you doing? Science fair project. I just found out hamsters are allergic. To what? Being underwater for 10 minutes?
I don't know if people realize or understand how hard he worked. Charlie standing next to him, just going through it, work, work, work.
I had a bad habit of wrapping my bat around my head. Every time my hands went back, I just couldn't stop it. So we were sitting there, he's scratching his head, he's trying to figure out, he says, just put the bat right here on your shoulder. I put it there and then I couldn't wrap it around my head. He said, there, you're hitting like that. That's the only way I could do it.
At first, he wasn't really driving the ball, but just getting base hits. And then as he got more comfortable with it, then he started driving balls the opposite field. They just flourished from there.
We set a goal to hit 250 by the end of the year, and I'll never forget, a month and a half later, I got to 250. And I came back in the dugout, and I said, Charlie, we made it. We got it to 250. He said, what are you talking about? We're going 260.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Garcia. This is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0, the 1-0. Down and in. 2-0. 2-0 to Garcia. Swing, chops it foul. 2-1. Good indicator of how bad an umpire is, especially with the Braves cast. they will show the replay of the ball. It's basically the ABS system they're showing immediately after what is a questionable call is the four-seam fastball grabs the outer edge 2-2. It's been up all day long with them, and even Washington's been doing it quite a bit. I think the Braves do it the most. It's like a new toy that they like playing with. But the 2-2 chops it foul. But also, first of all, Florida Joe, I'm watching the game and I'm telling you, that's how you know. But second of all, Tyler Jones has never been good behind the plate when we've seen him. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike three. Chase the slider down and in. His 7th punchy of the day. Go along with 6 hits and 3 earned runs. Good start to the 7th inning here for Bryce Elder. Four-seam fastball misses outside wide. It's 1-0. Dylan Dodd is warming up in the pen. 1-0. Swing, chops it over deep into short. Kim had a problem with it at first. Now he fires it across the diamond, 2 down. Two up, 2 down as we are 1 out away from the 7th inning stretch. Four-seam fastball is right there. Swing fouls it back. It's 0-1. Swing fouls it back. 1-2. The 0-2. Slider is into the dirt. 1-2. Elder at 94 pitches, so this will be number 95. Pitch on the way. Swing pops it up. Hassel gives it a ride to left, but that'll end the inning. Profar is there. Profar, pro good. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th, trailing by only 2, facing the Nationals pen.
All right. I can't see you. Let me hear you.
welcome back. Brett Wisely will come on to bat. In for Allen. First pitch on the way. Four-seam fastball up top for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Brett Wisely is batting .204 on the year with a home run, 10 RBI. Picked up off the scrap heap this week. From San Fran, the 1-1, down and in, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Outside wide, 98 miles an hour from Beater. 3-1. Spelt B-E-E-T-E-R. So like the beet that you eat. Is it 3-1? Another one right there. Oh, mercy. That'll be a walk. Beater's like, what the? He's like, everyone's going, yeah, man, this guy's been doing this all day. The 1 on, nobody out.
Dude, if we're going to be famous.
Jurickson Profar, the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. Representing the tying run now. Braves are just 3 hits today. They have drawn 6 walks as the slider down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Elder, though he's given up the 3 runs, he's left some over the plate. 7 strikeouts and 6 hits. He has not walked anybody. Now his day is through, 95 pitches, but pretty remarkable considering the guy behind the plate has been out there spotting dimes and eating onions. As the 1-0 misses, 2-0. Kind of reminds you of those football coaches saying, we got called holding for 12 times that half. Nobody held on the other team. Nobody. The 2-0 misses high, 3-0. He's got some gas, man. He's bringing it mid to high 90s, but he's all over the place. Hopefully he'll walk Profar as well. Olsen stands on deck. Braves have had ducks all over the pond all afternoon long, just haven't been able to come through. The 3-0 right there, 97, 3-1. If I'm Profar, I'm probably taking another pitch. This guy's got to show me that he's going to hit the strike zone 3 times in a row. The 3-1 count, the right-hander turns and delivers. High and out of the zone, ball 4. So there you go. He'll head on down to first. We'll go to the jerk store one more time.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and
Jim
a smart
Hickey
crowd will appreciate
coming
it.
to the mound.
And
You
I'm
know
not
what
gonna
I am most upset about?
Go
But I
ahead,
just looked at these clips that we never got a chance to use it. They never called him to the major leagues. We made this right at the end of the spring, knowing that he was going to be down on the minor leagues, but we thought for sure Buck Farmer, you remember him? We thought for sure Buck Farmer would make an appearance at least one time this year. I'm playing it for him.
I just thought of a great name for myself if I ever become a porno actor. My name's Buck Naked.
Buck Naked?
Yeah, Buck Naked.
I can't believe we never got Buck Farmer to the major leagues on the Braves. Unbelievable. So here comes Matt Olson. Righty-lefty matchup. 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch, 97 upstairs. It's 0-1. He popped out to a pitch very similar to that his last time up. He's got the Travis d'Arnaud alfalfa kicking coming out the side of his helmet. Maybe that'll be good luck. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Slider, it's 0-2. Cunha stands on deck, but we've seen this song before today. Bases were loaded with these two coming up with one out. We got nothing out of it. If they can keep the line moving, Baldwin's in the hole. The 0-2. 98. That was a strike. We got away with that one. Braves start getting called out on any of these pitches, they're just going to have to eat it because they've been given a ton of pitches, called balls that were in the zone today. The 1-2, swing, just got a piece of it. Stay alive, Olsen barehand it and toss it away. A little surprised he's not sitting on that heat. I mean, that pitch that they just called a ball 2 pitches ago, that's right in Olsen's wheelhouse where he'll send it down the left field line. There you go, 1-2. Slider outside wide, 2-2. We've seen a slider, a curve, and then the fastball from Beater. Clayton Beater, 6'2", 220-pounder. The 2-2 slider misses high and out of the zone. Ball 3, 3-2. 6'2", 220 out of Fort Worth, Texas. Drafted by the Dodgers in 2020. Played his ball at Texas Tech. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. You could see that coming. He did not handle that slider at all that at bat. He chased it every time it went down and out. One away. If he takes it, it's definitely ball 4. That pitch dropped out of the zone, but I'll tell you what, that's a nasty pitch. You're facing this guy, and I don't think you let him use that. You sit on fastball and slap it somewhere. First pitch on the way to Acuna. Takes a slider right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The slider is coming in 87 miles an hour. It's got a sharp snap to it. 0-1. Swing, fouls it away. 98, a little bit behind that one. It's 0-2. Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 0 for 2. He did draw a walk in the 4th inning. Combined, Olsen and Acuna 0 for 6 on the day. The 0-2. Whoa, hey, high. That ball goes to the backstop, and they'll all move up 90 feet. And that takes the double play out of it. It also sets it up where if we get a base hit, whether it's Acuna or Baldwin, or maybe if the bases get loaded, if it's Kim, a base hit should tie the game. The 1-2, swing, slaps that one foul. Got to expect that slider's coming in, but you can't really sit on it with 2 strikes. But you got to be able to adjust to it because he's throwing that high 90s, then dropping that slider in at 87. You sit on that slider, 97 is going to blow right by you. The 1-2 misses high, 2-2. So Deuce is wild now. 2 on, a 2-2 count. The Braves trail by 2. Ronald Acuna Jr. batting .283. Here's the pitch. Swing! Slices it down the right field line, fouling out of play. A fly ball would cut this lead in half to just 1, and you still got 2 innings to go. You don't have to be looking for the base hit here. But Acuna's got that ability to change the game with just 1 swing. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Slider up top. He went for that slider. That's one of those ones that Acuna knows he should have gotten. He wasn't aiming for up top. He was aiming for down low. He hung one and got away with it. So that'll bring the Drake to the plate, and the Drake hit a solo shot his last time up. It'd be a good time to hit number 20. But a base hit would tie the game. First pitch, way outside wide. It's 1-0. 19 home runs now for the Drake. 19 home runs, a 276 average, 4 for 11 in this series. The infield on the overshift back to the right. The 1-0. Drop the slider right there. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. If they pitch around Drake, Kim stands on deck. And that's not nothing. The 1-1. Swing. Swats it back foul. 1-2. What I like about Kim, too, that I've noticed, if he does come to the plate in this situation, let's say the bases are loaded 2 outs, he will shorten up his swing to make sure that he tries to put the ball where he wants to put it. You don't get that a lot from the American batters. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase one well out of the zone. Just like that, Olsen, Acuna, Baldwin, they do nothing in the big situation. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 8th we go. It's the 8th inning here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay. Let's get it!
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time. Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is no...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Oh, yeah? For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're going to have to kill me!
Welcome back. First pitch from Tyler Kinley coming out of the pen. Paul DeYoung is a slider. They checked down the line first base side. Did not go around. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Right there. Strike 1 and 2. The 1-2. Bangs it down the line. Foul and out of play. Top of the order standing on deck. 1-2. Did he go around? C.B. Buckner said he did, and if you know C.B. Buckner said it, you know it's true. Strike 3. James Wood, who went yard back in the 6th inning, comes to the plate. Curve ball down below the knees, did not go around. It's 1-0, the 1-0. Braves still have on their bench Vital Brujan is the 1-0. Misses 2. They also have Luke Williams, in case they get in a bind pitching. They can go to the right-hander. And Eli White. The 2-0 swing. That ball is blasted deep. That ball is gone. Into the drink, behind the fountain, behind the little fountain behind center field wall. And 2 jacks for Wood, his 30th of the year. At least he gets his 30th. 4-1 your score. Back to the drawing board. Thinking that kid can hit. He's just scratching the surface. If they point him in the direction of the weight room, he's going to be dangerous. James Wood, 6'7". They say 234, but it's a light 234 if it is. First pitch to C.J. Abrams is up top. For a strike, it's 0-1. He's another one. Those two right there need to go to the gym during the offseason together. Become gym buddies. The 0-1 lifts it into right, and it'll go foul into the corner, 0-2. C.J. Abrams, 6 foot, 191. They've got a bunch of sticks on this team. Robert Hassel III is 6'1", 186. We could definitely whip them. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, chase the curveball down and in. 2 away. Braves on a 10-game winning streak. Been talking to the college playoff committee, try to get the Braves put in. I mean, we're clearly playing the best of anybody down the stretch. Isn't that all what they always tell everybody when they do their playoff selections? So I think this should be like college ball, basketball, and football, where they just vote them in. And don't look at the records. Look at what we've been doing in September. Slider is into the dirt to Josh Bell. And he slammed one earlier. It's 1-0. 1-0. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 2-0. The 2-0. 96 off the plate, 3-0. Pitch from Kenley, swing and a miss. Good slider, 3-1. Later on tonight, we're doing the doubleheader, 7:15. We'll take you around the world of baseball. No commercials. Going game to game to game. The 3-1 pops it up high into left field. Profar's got it, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Braves cough up a third solo shot. It's 4-1, but we're going to the 8th, baby. That's our inning.
It's currently 1/2 past. I don't give a
Today, we're going to talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart. All you women that want an Appalachian man, let me explain to you real quick. They're very simple men, but everything they do it at 150%. There's no such thing as a 2-day bender with an Appalachian man. He goes on a bender. A month later, he's missed 4 court dates, he's wanted in 2 states, and 5 women hate him. It's very simple to get the attention of an Appalachian man. So if you're a woman or man trying to score an Appalachian man, go to the flea market on a Saturday, just stand in the middle somewhere and do this. Pull out your can of Baianis you had in your pocket and just do this right here. Just go. Every Appalachian man within a 300-foot radius will hear that and come a-running.
I was in Vegas a couple years ago. Just an honest-to-God true story. Staying at the Bellagio. I went over to the Mirage for dinner, met some friends of mine over there. Went to Kokomo's, a great little steakhouse. The guy brings out some fresh crab legs. These just came in, I got to give them to you guys. I'm eating them. Then we go play gamble a little bit. So I had a tea time early in the morning. So I said, look, I got to get going. I'm walking back to the hotel. I get 3/4 of the way out of the lobby, and all of a sudden I go, oh, and I'm standing here like this. I got my butt pinched so I can't move. All of a sudden, felt all right. I went just like this. Water.
No way.
I had some food poisoning from the crabs. Take off my leather jacket, tied it around my waist, and I'm just standing there, and it's just running down my leg.
I truly believe he just forgot the mic was on and forgot he was mic'd up that day. And that story is so on brand, it's not even funny.
True story. Who's the pitchers in this game?
There are 2 sides to him. There's a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky guy who likes to drink wine and used to like shellfish. And then there's the baseball side of him, and it's kind of perfect.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Braves trail 4-1. First pitch on the way. Ha-Seong Kim, 4-seam fastball right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Jackson Rutledge on for the Nationals. We got to him the other night, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, slider, 0-2. The 0-2. Swing, dribbles it up the middle. Should be an easy 4-3 it is. 1 away. Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 3. Braves over under in the desert coming off the All-Star break. Win total was 79. If they lose today's game, they cannot reach that number. First pitch on the way is up top. The ball is 1-0. They had to go on a 14-game winning streak to clear that number. And they've gotten to 10. Is the 1-0 up top. 1-1. If they fall short here, that will be it. So everybody's tickets will have cashed one way or the other out in the desert. The 1-1 count up top. There were a lot of people that were already smoking their victory cigars about a week ago and going, whoa, 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 hold on, what's going on here? The 2-1. Swing, slices it down the line. Out of play territory. What a story that would be to end the season on a 14-game winning streak if they could come back. Even if they lose tonight and win the last 3, that would be something. You win 13 of your last 14, anywhere close to that. It gives you a little bit of pep in your step going into the offseason. And the guys that are hanging around is the 2-2. Swing, lifts it. High into center field, going back on the track. Get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. He finally did it. The Big Bear with the big blast. It's now 4-2. the Big Zoo. 404 happy feet later, 103 miles an hour off the bat. His 296th career home run. Man, when he hit 20, I remember looking at that and thinking to myself, well, this will be cool. We'll get to see him hit 300 in a Braves uniform. Now it doesn't look like it's possible. But he inches a little closer as Michael Harris comes to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. Rutledge, swing. That ball's popped up. Can of corn. Over towards left field. Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? It'll be the left fielder, Lyle. 2 down. He and Abrams almost collided. Lyle called him off at the last second. So 2 down. Braves are down to the last 4 outs. Mount a rally. It'll be Nacho Alvarez and then Allen. But most likely they would pinch hit for him, whether it's this inning or next. First pitch on the way in the dirt. The ball kicks away. It's 1-0. 1-0. Can't see who is on deck. I'm trying. It looks like Bruhan. I can't make it out. The 1-0. Right there for a strike. 1-1. Could be Sandy Leone. I think I failed to mention him earlier. You just typically don't use your backup catcher. The 1-1. 2-1. They could do that. They could pinch hit with Sandy Leone. You know who he's got popping his bat. 2-1 count. Nacho Alvarez 0 for 3. Swing, slaps it down the right field side, giving chase is Cruz. He'll just be a second too late. It'll drop harmlessly foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. Rutledge, 13 pitches. You know, the good news is they no longer have Finnegan. They traded him to Detroit, so he's not in the back of the pen for the 9th inning. They've been kind of doing by committee. Rutledge will step off the bump. See which way they go in the 9th inning today. There's a couple options they have. The 2-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. Nacho down once again, but not before your Atlanta Braves put one more on the board. The Big Zoo makes it a 2-run game.
Hot and Verde. What did you just say to me? Oh, sorry, Verde. I thought you were trying to seduce me or something.
Not gonna lie, if you're one of those people that prefers your burgers to be those little skin tag, flattened, scab meat recumbents versus like a nice, thick, juicy, rare one, I think something's wrong with you.
Hey, can somebody help me understand how LA is right next to the Pacific Ocean and they ain't got no water in their fire hydrants?
Oh my god, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
So you're trying to tell me that I can't send a picture via SMS from my house in Appalachia because I don't have good enough phone service despite my $170 a month phone bill. But in 1969, we live streamed the moon landing to every television in America? Okay.
On all levels except physical, I am a wolf.
As a 23-year-old, it was clear that the baseball side of George Brett was headed towards big things in Kansas City.
In '75, when I hit 300 for the first time, Hal McRae came up to me at the end of the season and he said, "You're screwed now." And I go, "Why is that?" He says, "They're going to expect you to hit 300 every year." And I said, "Well, I expect it now."
76, he comes into the year with a different level of confidence. That's also when the Royals really first came on the scene. So there was something exciting happening in Kansas City.
The Royals beat the Yankees 3-1.
And George was in the middle of all of it.
A couple good years in the big leagues, and all of a sudden you're on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and you're on the cover of Sport Magazine, you're on the cover of Sporting News.
George was pretty down to earth. In fact, it seemed like he was more Midwest than California, and he embraced the city and vice versa. I think everybody realized that they had a star.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Pierce Johnson comes on. Face the Nationals here in the 9th inning. First pitch on the way is a curveball. Outside wide, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, lifts it down the right field line. Is that going to be fair? Just foul. Bounces up against the screen heading towards the right field stands in foul territory. 1-1. Dalen Lyle 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles and an RBI. Nats 4. Braves 2. Braves will have the top of the order due up in the 9th inning. 1-1. Swing. Rips it into center field. That's through for a base hit. And then the leadoff single on for the Nationals. Pierce Johnson trying to keep him right there. Pierce will be back next year. He is on contract that expires after next season. Aaron Bummer, who's been on the IL, should be back. Now, this is assuming they don't move anybody in the offseason. And guys like Pyomps, they could bring back. Guys like Alexis Diaz, they could possibly bring back. A lot of it's going to have to do with the Rule 5 draft and who they are able to protect, as the first pitch is a curveball in the dirt. It's 1-0. I mean, we've also got guys as the 1-0, swing and a miss, curveball, 1-1. We got guys like Hayden Harris that'll be contributors next year. Didier Fuentes. Munoz. The 1-1. Curveball swing, lifts that into center field. That's down for a base hit. And runners on first and second, nobody out. Here to start the 9th inning. Fix the 3D here in 1 second for y'all. First and second, nobody out. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball to Luis Garcia. It's 1-0. To 1-0. 95 miles an hour. Right down the pipe. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing. Chops it over to second. Kim has it. Steps on the bag. Flips it to first. And it's a double play. The runner does move down to third base, but it's a double play. Big double play. Just what the doctor ordered to help Pierce maybe get out of this jam unscathed. Very easy double play is tailor-made for a shortstop to grab it and stand on second base and then just flip it to first. And the left-hander is warming up in the pen, by the way. The first pitch swinging. That ball, here comes Acuna. He comes and makes a sliding catch. Did he hold on to it? He did! Ronald Acuna Jr. making the grab, and that'll end the inning. Maybe that'll put a pep in their step as we face the Southpaw in a flash. We'll be back here on Braves Country.
Justin Bieber's dead. Oh my God.
I bought that poster for nothing.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That trash, dog. Get the off the airwaves.
Oh.
Anyone ever tell you what hole you look like?
You're a complete flop, bud.
Pull your finger out of your pipe fitter.
I'd rather be watching a paper cut in slow-mo.
I'd rather be watching a 10-man party on an IMAX movie screen.
Don't let Grammy Google that one.
It's a song or something. Do a trick. You're useless. What's your laundry folding channel, hon?
I bet you know exactly how many days it is until Christmas, don't you, bud?
Wait! What? Go yourself, you silly butt crusty.
You're a Danish in a donut shop.
You're a cup of baby carrots, you I don't even know what your name is, bud. Well, back to Chorin.
Sure, you may be verified on Twitter, but are you verified in the eyes of God?
Blocked and reported.
Doing some dishes, having a drink, gonna take it easy tonight, is what I would post on Facebook if I was a
That was my rookie year, 76. I was in awe, like, look at this guy. I mean, it seemed like every day it was 3 hits, every day.
George Brett with his 3rd hit of the day.
3-hit night for George Brett. For a stretch that May, it really was every day, as Brett put together a remarkable run of 6 straight games with at least 3 hits, still a major league record.
I think I had a 5 and a 4 in there, and 4 3-hit games in a row. Yeah, that'll help your average a little bit, won't it?
As the hits kept piling up, Brett found himself in a race for the batting championship with Hal McRae. The teammates led the Royals to the team's first AL West crown, with the race for the batting title coming down to the final game of the season.
George Brett and Hal McRae were right in the middle of the batting title going down to the final day.
What's up, Braves Country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Love it.
Eli White, the Book of Eli, coming on to face the left-handed Jose Ferrer. Thought that's who they may be going to. First pitch on the way to Eli is swung on and popped up high and deep into center field, going back. Get up! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ramalama ding dong, a solo shot, and the Book of Eli goes yard to make it a 1-run lead. How about that?
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Fastball right over the plate, and Eli was hit dead red. We got us a 1-run game.
For out of the ground we were taken, from the dust we are. To the dust we shall return.
Jurickson Profar 0 for 2 as we're back to the top of the order. Eli White, he hits his own milestone. Eli White now with 10 home runs on the year. First pitch swinging by Jurickson Profar. Slider bangs it foul. It's 0-1. Tying run at home plate now. And in the 9th inning, and a guy who's not used to closing games on the big league level, the 0-1 right there. Throws a 98-mile-an-hour sinker on the intercut. It's 0-2. Might be able to rattle them a little bit, although there's not many fans here in the stands to rattle them, but nonetheless. The 0-2. Olsen on deck. Acuna in the hole. They will have to face both of them. The 0-2. Swing rattles it back foul. Looked like it might have gotten a piece of the catcher. Profar was checking on the umpire. umpire kind of shook his head and said, "No, you didn't get me." The 0-2. In the dirt. Changeup. 91 miles an hour. He's got a live arm. We've seen him before, just not in the closer role. 1-2 count. This is the first game they've had a chance to win since they changed closers. The 1-2 misses high 2-2 against the Braves. Braves have won 9 of 12 of these games against the Nationals. Final game of the season series will either be 10-3 or 9-4. The 2-2. Swing just got, no, he did not get a piece of it. Strike 3. Came out of the glove of Alfaro. Thought he might have gotten a piece of it to stay alive, but said it was a clean miss. And Profar's not arguing, one away. He's bringing high 90s. That one jammed him in. Swung at one out of the zone, but when it's coming at you that hot with 2 strikes, really hard to lay off. Though Matt also will see if he can take a hack at Ferrer. Lefty, lefty. 99 right down the pipe. It's on 1. Braves down 4-3. They've trailed all game long. Ferrer looks in, brings it, swings, slices it foul. 100 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Kid Ferrer, 25 years old, 6'1", 233 pounds. Olsen must have broken his bat. He's going to get a new one. Cunha on deck. You've seen sinker. And sinker's really a fastball. It's 100 miles an hour. There's not much movement with the 0-2. Swing, fouls that one back. Another one. 100 miles an hour, about knee high. If he can time it up, that thing's going to go a long way. We saw that with Eli White. The 0-2. Outside wide. Did he go around? They said he did. Strike 3. And Matt Olson down on strikes. And the Atlanta Braves are down to their final out. Olson now 0 for 5 on the day. His 3rd strikeout. Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 0 for 3 with the walk and 2 strikeouts. He's trying not to get his 3rd collar of the game. Lefty-righty matchup. Braves down to their final out. The first pitch inside, down and in. Changeup misses. It's 1-0. Drake Baldwin on deck. Kim in the hole. The 1-0. Swing, fouls at 100-mile-an-hour fastball right down the pipe. So a 1-1 count. Lefty, righty. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And the Braves are down to their last strike. 10-game winning streak on the line. Braves will host the Pirates this weekend. Braves Country today will be tomorrow, by the way, is the 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. We've got the doubleheader tonight starting at 7:15. Come on the air about 6:45, I'm being told. And we're going to whip around about 4 or 5 games, no commercials till 9:30 tonight. Give or take, depending on the ending of one of the games. The 2-2. Swing, chops it over to short. Acuna busting it out of the box. Here comes the throw. I don't think he got him. They called him out, but there's no way. There's no way. Acuna says he's safe. I think he's safe. For reference, C.B. Buckner's at first, and Acuña setting himself up. So we're going to see this replay. Took a second to get, oh yeah, there's no way he's safe. He beat it by a, yeah, he's safe. He's safe by about a half step. That's as bad as the 1985 Game 6 call. What was his name, Deckinger? Of the Cardinals and Royals. He was safe. He had to double clutch it, Abrams did, and their defense hasn't really cost them that much all series, but this could be the play. So we'll have a runner at first and one out when they come off of this call, and they have finally overturned it, and the Nationals will have to take the final score up off their screen. And Ronald Acuña Jr. didn't want to jinx until he got the call, but he beats it out. Good hustle by Acuña, and the Drake.
Bravo.
Comes to the plate. First pitch on the way. Down and away. It's 1-0. We'll go ahead and pull the screen back in case Acuña tries to do the first to home. 1-0, swung on, fouled back. It's 1-1. Drake Baldwin, who hit his 19th home run of the year his last time, or earlier in the game. This would be great for number 20. It'd be a walk-off job. Drake Baldwin, it's between him and Horton for the Rookie of the Year in the National League. One, down and away, 2-1. 2-1 count. Kicks and fires inside 100 miles an hour. Ball 3, 3-1. Ha-Sung Kim, the convenience store, is standing on deck. Got to make Ferrer throw a strike here, because if he gets on, the tying run goes to second. The 3-1, swung at one out of the zone, bounces it foul, full count. Now Acuña will be off to the races. So that's the silver lining there. Anything that gets down with Acuña's speed, and we know how he liked to do, he's going to be blowing through any stop sign of reason with Freddie Gonzalez. The full count, runner goes. Swing, that ball's chopped over to second. It's going to be a tough play. Underhanded, and the Drake beats it out! The Drake beats it out! We've got runners on first and second, and 2 outs. Acuña stops at second. They say they want to challenge it. I don't think. Now, it is C.B. Buckner over there, so fair enough. It looked like from the blind eye that he was safe, but looking at it, oh, it is so close. See, they finally have a still shot. I think they got, I don't know, it's so close. Top of his foot was touching the bag. Oh, yeah, they got him. That's going to end the game. I should have known. Should have known not to look at C.B. Buckner and look at the actual play. It's hard to do it when you're from this far away. Yeah, he's out. Well, the Braves' winning streak will come to an end unless New York says, you know what, there's nothing else going on. Let's make them play. Baldwin's heading to the dugout. So I think if nothing else, they're going to pinch run. He is out and the game is over. So a tough way to lose the 10-game winning streak, but what a ride it was. And good hustle by Acuña and by Baldwin on those last 2 plays. You think they don't want to win. You don't think that they take pride in that winning streak. You're wrong. Braves lose a tough one. We'll go back to the drawing board. Braves country today is tomorrow. Even though it's an off day, I'll explain to you why. For you country club members, we'll see you tomorrow. Braves country today, tomorrow, right after the Armchair Quarterback Show, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you then, Braves country. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. and somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.